All right, you ready for some seriously fucked up shit? We're going deep on this this whole Peanut the Squirrel thing today. And let me tell you, this whole thing is nuts.
Yeah, literally and figuratively.
It is literally and figuratively nuts. Get ready for a wild ride, folks. This one has got everything you could possibly want. Internet fame, shady as hell, dealings government overreach, and, of course, some good old-fashioned political fuckery.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have the political fuckery.
Always.
Wouldn't be a good story without it.
All right, so let's unpack this whole shit show. So Peanut the Squirrel, right?
Little squirrel.
This little squirrel gets rescued by this dude named Mark Longo back in 2017.
Okay.
Apparently, Peanut's mom got absolutely whacked by a car.
Oh, no.
And Longo tried to release him back into the wild,
Yeah.
thinking he was doing the right thing.
Right.
But Peanut was having none of it.
Yeah, Peanut said no thank you. I'm good.
No. He comes crawling right back to Longo's doorstep, missing half of his tail.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Poor little dude.
Yeah.
Guess that put a damper on his survival skills.
I would say so.
So that's where things start getting a little dicey.
Sketchy.
Sketchy. Yeah, sketchy. Turns out keeping squirrels as pets in New York is a big no-no.
Straight up illegal.
Yeah, like straight up illegal.
Yeah.
You go to jail illegal?
Well, maybe not jail.
I mean, I don't know what they do to you, but it's bad.
You get a fine.
Yeah, you get in trouble.
You get in some kind of trouble.
Yeah, big trouble. Did Longo give a shit? No, he kept this squirrel for 7 fucking years.
7 years.
7 years. What an asshat.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
And it gets worse because Longo starts posting pictures of Peanut all over his Instagram.
Yeah.
And he is raking in the followers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, it's nobody's business.
Oh, you're
Over 500,000 followers.
There's a lot.
It's a shitload of followers. And what does this asshat do with all of that attention?
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, he uses it to pump his OnlyFans.
Of course he does.
I mean, of course he does.
Why wouldn't you?
You've got 500,000 followers from this cute little squirrel who's missing half his tail.
Yeah, milk it for all it's worth.
Yeah, so wait a minute. Hold up, OnlyFans. You're telling me that this dude was making bank off of a squirrel on a site that is known for, let's just say, adult content.
Let's just say it.
Let's just say it.
Wow. Yeah, and he was making serious bank. We're talking like $800,000 a month.
What?
Yeah.
$800,000 a month?
$800,000 a month.
From a squirrel?
From a squirrel.
On OnlyFans.
Yeah, he even called himself Peanut's dad on there.
Oh my God.
Which is a little...
That's creepy.
Yeah, just a little creepy.
It's a little creepy.
Just a tad.
Yeah, tad creepy. So this guy was straight up exploiting this squirrel for porn money.
Sounds like it.
What a scumbag.
Yeah, it gets better.
Oh God, it gets better.
Oh yeah.
It couldn't possibly get better.
Hold on to your butts.
Okay.
Because Longo and his partner were trying to pull this whole animal sanctuary act.
Oh?
Like they were rescuing animals and giving them a good home.
So they're like heroes.
Yeah, like they're the good guys. They're heroes. They're claiming that they've rescued hundreds of animals.
Right.
But guess what?
No license.
No license
that either.
for that either.
Oh my God.
What a shocker.
So this whole operation was just a giant pile of bullshit.
Pretty much.
This is amazing. No wonder the Department of Environmental Conservation, or the DEC, as the cool kids call them.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they came knocking.
Eventually.
Eventually they came knocking. So somebody tipped them off
That's what it sounds like.
about Longo's illegal animal collection.
Right.
And they raided his place.
Uh-huh.
And they took Peanut and a raccoon named Fred.
Wait a minute. You can't have raccoons in New York either?
I don't know.
I guess not.
I guess you can't.
Well, there you go. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I mean, who the hell keeps a raccoon as a pet?
That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know too. But wait, it gets worse, right?
It always gets worse.
It always gets worse. What happened to Peanut after they took him?
Well, 2 days after the raid, Peanut was dead.
They killed him.
Euthanize.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they claimed that Peanut bit somebody during the raid, and so they had to test him for rabies.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. You can't test a live animal for rabies.
Wait a minute.
According to the DEC, you can't test a live animal for rabies.
That sounds like bullshit.
Well, that's what they said.
Couldn't they have just quarantined the poor little dude and you know, like run some tests, figured it out, found him a new home?
You would think.
Somewhere where he could live out his days, you know, in peace without some asshat exploiting him on OnlyFans.
You'd like to think that common sense would prevail, but apparently not.
This whole thing seems like a massive overreaction.
It might be a bit of an overreaction, just a tad.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
So, of course, the internet went apeshit.
Yeah, the internet was not happy.
No, and rightfully so. People were pissed off.
As they should be.
They should be. Politicians started slamming the DEC.
Yeah.
Even celebrities like William Shatner got involved.
William Shatner, Captain Kirk.
Yeah, Captain Kirk condemning the whole thing. Elon Musk even chimed in, calling it government overreach and comparing it to kidnapping and executing an orphan squirrel.
Elon Musk is weighing in on this.
Oh, no.
This squirrel was connected.
This squirrel was more connected than I am. Holy shit. So this is where things take a very bizarre turn. This whole peanut situation gets turned into a political shitstorm.
Oh, yeah. Buckle up.
Oh, no.
Because here comes the political fuckery.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the Meiji crowd saw this as their golden opportunity.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They started using Peanut's death to bash Democrats.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that a dead squirrel became a symbol for freedom?
That's what they're saying.
What the actual fuck?
It's 2024. Anything is possible.
Oh, my God. So what happened? Did they make, like, T-shirts?
Oh, it's worse than T-shirts. They made TikTok.
TikToks?
Yeah, the Trump campaign made TikToks about it, trying to score political points off of this whole tragedy.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, it's insane how a dead squirrel became a rallying cry for the right.
I can't even.
I know, it's mind-blowing.
It's mind-blowing.
This is why we do the deep dive.
This is it, folks. This is why we do it.
Yeah, it really is mind-blowing how this whole thing got so out of control.
I know, right? We go from this cute little squirrel on Instagram to a full-blown political shitstorm.
I mean, how the hell did that even happen?
That's crazy.
Well, you know, the Meiji crowd saw this as like their perfect chance to push this big government is bad narrative.
Right.
And they totally twisted this whole thing to make it look like the government was like just stomping all over individual freedom and using Peanut as like their little poster child.
Right. But let's be real here.
Okay.
It's not like the DEC just woke up one day and decided to kill a cute squirrel just for the hell of it.
Right.
They said they got all these complaints about Longo's illegal animal collection and that Peanut bit somebody during the raid.
Yeah, but was killing him really like the only option?
Right.
Couldn't they have just quarantined him and tested him for rabies and then found him a new home?
Yeah.
You know, like somewhere he could actually live out his days in peace without some asshat exploiting him on OnlyFans.
Seriously. It feels like there were so many other ways to handle this.
Right.
I mean, I get it. Longo was a total fuck-up, breaking the law, keeping the squirrel for 7 years without a license.
Yeah, and then the whole raccoon thing.
Oh, my God, the raccoon.
I'm like, seriously, what the hell was he thinking?
I know.
But even with all of that killing, Peanut just seems so extreme.
I agree. It's like they went straight for the nuclear option
Yeah.
without considering any alternatives.
Yeah, it's like a total overreaction.
And then to have this whole tragedy hijacked by politicians who are just looking to score points.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It really is. It's a textbook example of how, like, a tragic event can be completely twisted and manipulated to fit a certain narrative.
Right?
Like, all of a sudden, Peanut becomes this martyr for the freedom cause.
It's cynical as hell.
It is.
And totally exploitative.
Yeah.
And the irony is just too much.
Lay it on me.
We're talking about the same people who scream pro-life from the rooftops. But they're defending a guy who is getting rich off porn featuring a goddamn squirrel.
The hypocrisy is mind-boggling.
It's insane.
It really is. But sadly, it's not surprising anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of become the norm in this messed up world we live in.
It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
So what happened after all the shit hit the fan?
Right.
Did anyone actually face any consequences for this? Did Longo get charged with anything?
Well, Longo lost his illegal pets.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually get hit with any criminal charges.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the DEC?
So the DEC got a ton of shit for what happened, but they just stuck to their guns claiming they were just following the law.
So nobody got in trouble for this whole fiasco. A squirrel is dead. A bunch of politicians exploited the situation for their own gain, and everybody just walks away scot-free.
Pretty much.
Typical.
Yeah, well, there was one tiny victory.
Okay.
A New York assemblyman proposed a bill called Peanuts Law.
Peanuts Law.
Yes.
Seriously.
Which would change the state's rules about seizing animals to prevent this kind of thing from happening again.
They're naming a law after a dead squirrel. That's like adding insult to injury.
I know, right?
It's absurd.
But it just shows how crazy this whole situation was.
I guess it's better than nothing. But you have to wonder if it will actually change anything.
Yeah.
Will it stop people from keeping illegal pets? Will it prevent the government from overreacting and killing animals unnecessarily?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
Only time will tell if Peanuts Law makes any real difference.
This whole thing has been a roller coaster.
I know.
One minute I'm laughing at the absurdity of it all. The next minute I'm pissed off at the injustice. And now I'm just left feeling numb.
Yeah, I hear you. It's a lot to wrap your head around.
It is. So what's the takeaway here?
Yeah.
What are we supposed to learn from the saga of Peanut the squirrel?
Well, for me, it definitely highlights how complicated wildlife laws can be.
Uh-huh.
And it shows the dangers of exploiting animals for profit, especially when you throw social media and OnlyFans into the mix. Right.
And then it exposes how narratives can be manipulated to shape public opinion even when the truth gets left behind.
And it's a stark reminder of how fucked up our political system is.
Yeah.
A dead squirrel becomes a political pawn. Are you kidding me?
That's American politics for you.
That's America.
But hey, at least Peanut's story got people talking and debating some important issues.
True.
Maybe some good can come out of this whole mess in the long run.
Yeah, maybe. Right now, I just need a stiff drink to wash away the taste of this whole fucked up story.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. The tragic and frankly fucked up death of Peanut. The government overreached the exploitation by that OnlyFans-loving asshat Longo and the political shitstorm that followed. What a goddamn mess.
It's a lot to process.
It is. But what does it all mean? What's the bigger picture here?
Well, I think for me it raises some serious questions about how we deal with wildlife.
Okay.
Like, when does human intervention become more harmful than helpful?
Where do we draw the line between protecting animals and letting people live their lives, without the government breathing down their necks?
Yeah, it's a tricky balance.
It is.
I mean, we don't want people exploiting wild animals or putting the public in danger.
Right.
But Peanut's death just felt like a total overreaction.
It did.
I mean, couldn't they have found a better solution than just killing him?
Exactly. And it makes you wonder about, selective enforcement.
What do you mean?
Well, the DEC went after Longo because he was making a shit ton of money and flaunting it all over the internet.
Right.
But what about all the other people out there who are keeping squirrels illegally?
Yeah.
Are they getting raided too?
Probably not.
I doubt it. It's like that old saying, the law in its majestic equality forbids the rich as well as the poor to sleep under bridges, to beg in the streets, and to steal bread. Except in this case, it's about keeping squirrels.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's a double standard here.
Absolutely. And then you throw in the fact that this whole thing got turned into a political weapon.
Yeah.
And it just makes it even more messed up.
It does. It's like anything can be twisted and manipulated to fit an agenda these days.
It really is. It's depressing.
It is.
So what do we do about it?
Right.
How do we prevent another Peanut situation?
Honestly, I don't have all the answers,
Okay.
but I think it starts with education.
Okay.
People need to understand how complex these wildlife laws are and why they exist.
Yeah.
I mean, keeping a wild animal as a pet might seem harmless at first,
Right.
but there are real risks involved,
Yeah.
both for the animal and for people.
Yeah, and we need to hold the government accountable.
Yeah,
They can't just barge into people's homes and kill their pets without a damn good reason and a fair process.
Right.
There needs to be some common sense and compassion involved.
For sure. We
Yeah.
can't forget about that.
Yeah, well said. So there you have it, folks. The story of Peanut the squirrel. A tale of tragedy, exploitation, political opportunism, and a whole lot of WTF moments.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a story that makes you laugh, cry, and want to scream all at the same time.
I think that's a good summary.
Yeah, and hopefully it makes us think a little harder about our relationship with the natural world and the choices we make.
That's what we hope for.
We'll leave you with that thought. Until next time, stay informed, stay skeptical, and for fuck's sake, don't keep wild animals as pets. Peace out.
See ya!